14 Cameras was released in 2018. This is the sequel to 13 Cameras. This is also streaming on Tubi for free. And this brings back our villain, Neville Archambault, or Neville Archambault. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but this is basically starting or continuing the story of 13 Cameras, which I already reviewed on the channel, if you want to go check that out. And this is a trilogy, so all of these are on Tubi. Now, I knew of 13 Cameras for a few years. I knew that it existed and it was always on my list. And then I knew about 14 Cameras as a sequel since it came out. But the third one is the one that I actually didn't know about until very recently. It's a 2023 film, so it's more, modern than or more recent, I should say, than the others, because these are all modern, being 13 Cameras was released in 2015, so it's only 10 years old. But yeah, this is the continuation of the story of Gerald, played by Neville Archambault, and he is a creep who owns a bunch of property and rents it out to buyers and renters, and he Airbnbs some of them. And he is a voyeur, so he spies. He sets up hidden cameras all over his properties, and he spies on specifically women, but everybody in the home that's renting from him. And he, as I said in my last review, plays his character to a T. And rest in peace, Neville Archambault, because he unfortunately passed away in 2022. Great actor, phenomenal actor, and so unheard of and underrated, and deserves so much more recognition for his performance in these two films. He didn't get to do the third, unfortunately, but the two, 13 and 14, what he's able to deliver on screen that is so far from his personality in real life, his actual personality, Neville's. Playing Gerald, or the slumlord, that's all they call him. he's a slumlord voyeur, essentially. And he's just, the way he carries himself, the way he doesn't speak much. He doesn't say too many words. He's more of a silent character, but just his facial expressions and his mannerisms, and it's too much to talk about, and I'm making these spoiler free. They are on Tubi. You can go check them out, and I highly suggest checking these films out. But this one is, like I said, continues from the first. Claire returns, so anybody who has seen my first review, Claire from the first film, who was pregnant in the first film, returns. And what we have going on in this one is Gerald, the slumlord, rents a giant property. Now, how he finds the money to buy all these properties, I have absolutely no idea. They don't really go that far, because these are independent films. They're distributed, all three of them, by Gravitas Venturas. And Gravitas Venturas releases or distributes independent cinema and low-budget cinema. This trilogy is by a landslide the best produced films that I have ever seen them release. Best. Like, it doesn't even compare. They, you get gems and you get not so much with Gravitas Venturas. They're very much like Wild Eye. They're very much like Uncorked. They're very much like ITB distribution. You get hits and misses, basically. Hits and misses. This is like the best hit. Like, quality-wise, because it is an independent cinema, it is an independent film, independent cinema, however you want to say it. It feels like one. You can feel it's a low-budget film, but, man, the production behind it and what they do with this low budget. You have great actors, a great script, and one location, and that's really all you need. Like, that's the thing that I love about these kinds of films, is they perfect the script, they perfect the actors, the villain specifically, because they created this villain that is just so damn creepy and so just making you as uncomfortable as humanly possible in a performance. Like, this guy, Neville Archibald, is not a creep in real life. He doesn't spy on people in real life. He doesn't mouth breathe like every time he sees a piece of ass in real life. I don't think. But like, he just delivers it on screen, and it's so believable that it's almost like, is this guy for real? Like, is this him every day? Like, I gotta look this guy up. And you do, and it's like, no, this dude is a normal dude. He's just playing this creepy ass character. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, man, when you get a great actor and a great performance, it's amazing. But like I said, great script, great actor, great actors, and one location. All you need is a house. All you need is a set, one place. That's it. Amber Midthunder is in this film. She's very famous for, she blew up when she played in Prey. She's the star of Prey, the Predator movie. Uh, Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Like, I mean, gorgeous, smoking hot. She was in The Ice Road with Liam Neeson. She was in, she's in a few things. She's in something else. She played a really, really, really minor role in Hell or High Water, the Western movie with Chris Pine in it. And Amber Midthunder has popped up here and there, but her biggest film is Prey. She's in this film. She plays a good role. And basically, this one revolves around this Gerald guy, this creep, renting out a house as an Airbnb to a family of 4. And Amber Midthunder is the friend of the daughters. So there's a mom, dad, son and daughter, and then friend. So these 5 people go to this Airbnb, and it plays out from there. And this guy's spying on them, and then things escalate. And I don't want to get into spoilers, but it takes things like, it takes the creepiness of the first film and it just enhances it in every way. And even creepier things happen, and the guy pushes even more boundaries, and there's a lot more gaslighting with the family and stuff because they're confused. They're like, they start blaming each other, and things happen where, items of personal clothing get lost, and one of the girls is like blaming the brother. It's like, who else would take it? Because she has no idea that she's being spied on by this 50, 60 something year old creep. She thinks it's the 20 something year old kid. So yeah, it's really good. Now, the thing with this film is, like I said in the last review, there are things that you have to suspend your disbelief with, and this one is actually even more. You have to suspend your disbelief even more than the first one. If you can do that, because there is quite a few things in this film that you do have to, like, it does stretch a little bit. There are some far-fetched moments, but if you can, and I can, because everything else is worth it. Like, just how everything is written and how everything is executed, I love it. So this is a great sequel. Both 13 cameras and 14 cameras get a 4 out of 5 from me, personally. I would buy both. I would buy the whole trilogy. But the 13 and 14 are great. 4 out of 5 stars. Streaming on Tubi right now, like, it's free. Go check them out. Go check out the trilogy, because 15 cameras is on Tubi as well. And yeah, rest in peace, Neville Archibald. Every film in the trilogy is directed by somebody different. But the writer for 13 and 14 cameras both are the same. Victor something, if I'm not mistaken. He wrote and directed the first 13 cameras, and he wrote 14 cameras somebody else directed. So good stuff, and well worth your time if you're a horror fan, and if you like being creeped out. Like, these films are going to disturb you, okay? If you're into that, go for the performances. I strongly recommend it. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.